Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Come Sit at My Table. We are Tom and Melissa, and we're happy that you've joined us for our video. Today, we are going to make biscuits. Now, I've done a homemade biscuit recipe before, but today we're doing something a little different. Last winter, while Melissa and I were in Florida, a friend of ours, Liz, posted on social media that she was looking for a product called Formula L Complete Biscuit Mix. I had heard about this biscuit mix quite a bit from another YouTube channel, a lady named Leslie, whose channel is called The Farming Pastor's Wife, uses Formula L all the time. And so I had heard her talk about it, and I had looked for Formula L here in our area, but could not find it. So I kind of forgot about it. But then when I saw that Liz was trying to find it, I told her that we would look for it while we were in Florida. And we had no luck at all. We looked in every grocery store we could find and no one had it. So just a couple of weeks ago, Liz sent me a text and said, I have ordered a bag of Formula L Biscuit Mix for me and a bag for you and Melissa. So she brought us our bag of Formula L Biscuit Mix, and so today I'm going to make Formula L Biscuits. When I opened the bag and started to scoop out the biscuit mix, I noticed two things about it. First, it's not a real fine biscuit mix. There's quite a bit of lumps in it, and in fact, even though you can still see lumps in this, I've mashed up, took my fingers and kind of ground up the biggest lumps. So that's different to start with. And then it is full of these yellow flakes. Now I'm assuming these are butter flakes. I'm not sure, but it's full of those. So I would think it has to be some kind of fat for the biscuits, and I'm betting it's probably butter. So I'm just going to make the biscuits the way the recipe on the bag says to make them. And it says 3 1/4 cups of the biscuit mix mixed with 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk. So we are using cultured whole buttermilk. Now, I really don't like low-fat buttermilk. I don't like buttermilk at all to drink. But if I'm going to cook with it, I want the whole buttermilk because you want that fat in there. You want that flavor. So, in our bowl, we have 3 1/4 cups of Formula L. There's our oven. It's ready. By the way, it is set on 450 degrees. We're going to add our 1 1/4 cups of whole buttermilk. And I need all that out there. Now, when I was measuring out the Formula L biscuit mix, I might have gotten just a hair more than 3 1/4 cups. So if we need just a splash more of buttermilk, we will do that. You know, if these are really good biscuits, this will be a really easy recipe. It will be something that'll be nice to, get up in the morning, like this morning, and mix up a batch of biscuits and have some biscuits and gravy or sausage, egg biscuits, or just hot biscuits with honey or molasses or jams, jellies. What's your favorite thing to put on a biscuit, babe?
I like strawberry jam. I like honey. Those are probably my two favorites.
Okay. I knew those were your two favorites. But you like biscuit sandwiches for breakfast, like sausage, egg biscuits, and that kind of stuff too.
Those are good.
Okay, I don't think we need any more buttermilk. That's pretty wet. Okay. So, let's put a little bit of the Formula L down on our mat, just like it says, just to lightly flour your surface. Let's do that. And let's get our biscuit dough right out onto that board. And of course, we want to scrape every bit of that out. There's a biscuit right there. So you don't want to leave that in. You never know, you might need that extra biscuit. My favorite thing with biscuits is gravy. I love biscuits and gravy. Of course, I don't need biscuits and gravy, do I?
Well, I don't guess any of us technically need it, but sure is enjoyable every now and then.
It is. Okay, because that's so wet, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more over the top of it. And the directions on the bag say to roll it out, but I'm not going to do that this morning. I'm going to pat it. Ooh, that is wet right there. Need some biscuit mix around the side, I think. I'm just going to pat. Pat, 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 pat. Now, if I were going to fold these and, roll them out, fold them, make flaky biscuits, I would probably get the rolling pin out and roll them. But since these are not going to be folded and I'm just cutting them, I'm just patting them out. Okay, get some of that off my hands. Get my skillet. So we're just using a cast iron skillet, and I have put some butter flavored Crisco in the bottom. Now, I did not put it up around the sides because you want your biscuits to have something to kind of cling to help them raise up. So I did not put any on the sides of the skillet. And I'm just going to kind of dip my biscuit cutter. By the way, this is a 3-inch biscuit cutter. When you cut biscuits, do not push down and twist. If you twist, it will seal the edges of your biscuits and they will not raise like they should. So just straight down, straight up. Straight down, straight up. I'm hoping we get at least 8 or 9 out of this. This biscuit cutter, this 3-inch biscuit cutter is a pretty good size. So, we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yeah. Easily get 8 out of that. Okay. So, let's put these in our pan. Now, I know there are people who, when they make biscuits, they do not have them touching. But I like for mine to touch. I feel like if they're just lightly touching, it helps them rise up a little better. So I don't push them in together, but I do want them to just barely touch. And I want them to touch the edge of that pan. The reason for that is, if they're not touching and there's room around them, as they bake, instead of rising up, they will kind of spread out. So you'll have a bigger biscuit, but not very tall. If they're touching another biscuit side by side, they don't have anywhere to spread to. They have to go up. So I always like to have my biscuits touching each other. I'm telling you, this is a really wet biscuit mix. I don't think I've ever made biscuits that were this wet. Let's see if I can move these around just a little bit so I can get one more in here. I'd like to get 8 around the edge. Okay. Now, let's just take our leftover dough. Need to get at least 1 or 2 more out of there. I'm telling you, I'm going to put some more on here because that is really wet dough. I'm sure that'll make them really good and they'll be good and moist and soft. And I was a little concerned that I had too much biscuit mix and might need more buttermilk, but nope, did not need that. Okay, there's one more. Let's see how that works here in the middle. I didn't get that pushed together very well. Let's see if we can get one more in there. I'll have to do it again. Oh, man, look how sticky that is. All right, one more biscuit right there out of the middle. Put it right here. This one's not very pretty right there, but we'll see how it does. Okay, so we are going in to a 450-degree oven for 10 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna have to grab a towel there, babe. So in we go for 10 to 12 minutes. And when they come out, we will come back and let you see what they look like. And hopefully we'll have biscuits for breakfast. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Our Formula L biscuits are out of the oven. And don't they look good? Now, I will tell you that they did not raise as much as I expect a biscuit to, but these are kind of old-fashioned biscuits. They remind me, they look very much like biscuits that my grandmother made. So, let's get one out of there. See if I can find a little spatula here to... Which one do I take? How about this one? I really like that one right there in the middle, but I don't know that I can get it out first. So, let's go for this one. Oh yeah, it's loose. Yum. Oh, look at the bottom. Beautifully browned. Really nice. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the inside. Man, that looks really nice. Nice and fluffy, very soft. I did have to bake these longer than the bag said. It said 10 to 12 minutes, and I think I ended up with about 17 or 18 minutes. They weren't finished at 10 minutes. In fact, at 10 minutes, I thought, okay, they've just started baking. So I went to 12, and then I went to 15, and then I think I added 2 more, so maybe 17 minutes total. All right, now let's get a knife to do that. If I use a serrated edge, it won't tear it up as bad, hopefully. Oh yeah. Slices beautifully. Ooh, look at the steam coming off that. Wow. Oh, I don't know if you can see this or not, but do you see the specks of butter in it? Can you see that, Melissa?
Yes.
There's little yellow specks of that butter that I showed you in the mix. And of course, the way to know whether a biscuit is good all on its own is to have it with just some butter. So we'll put a couple pats of butter right on there. And let's put just a little bit more over here. We want butter on all of it, don't we? Put the top back on. And let's try this. You want the first bite?
That's okay.
Okay. Here we go. That's delicious. It's very different. Well, not very. It's a little different from a biscuit I would make from scratch. It's very soft, very pillowy. And it has a great flavor. They didn't raise as high as biscuits that I normally make. But that's delicious. And I would make those every day. Okay. I recommend Formula L. It's a great biscuit mix. Liz, we sure do appreciate you gifting us with a bag of Formula L. We will enjoy these biscuits. I think I'm going to have one with sausage on it. If you would do us a favor, we sure would appreciate it. Right below this video, there's a thumbs up button. If you'd click that and give us a like, we would certainly appreciate you doing that. On the other side, there's a subscribe button. If you've not already subscribed to our channel, we would appreciate you doing that. That just helps us build our channel. And right beside of it is a little notification bell. If you'll click on that and click the word all, YouTube will notify you every time we put a new video online. And that way you'll never miss one of them. Also, right below this video is a share button. If you would share our videos to your social media, that would help us reach more people. Under this video, there is a description box. It has the title of the video in it. And if you will click in that box, it will expand the box. Melissa always puts the written recipe in that box for each of our videos. That way you don't have to try to write it down or remember it as we go. It's written right there under the video in that description box. And you can always find those there. All right, we appreciate you watching. Remember, you are always welcome to come sit at my table. Have a great day.